So, you've recently come off the birth control pill. Maybe you were on it for 1 to 2 to 3 to 10 years, for example, and your jawline acne has gotten worse, and or you've recently come off the pill or you're considering going off the pill and you know your acne is gonna get way worse and you just want to get to the root of the issue. You refuse to go back on Accutane, birth control pill, spironolactone, all the things, and you really wanna get to the fundamental core of why you're breaking out and to heal it naturally. Does that sound familiar? Today, I'm sharing the 4 main reasons you are breaking out along your jawline after the birth control pill, plus action steps you can take to start to heal acne naturally. Lego. Hi there, my name is Therese, and after 15 years of struggling with acne, I finally cleared my skin naturally, and I created my acne clearing program, The Clear Code, to help you do the same. 9 years and thousands of clients later, I made it my life's work to get you clear skin without harsh chemicals, pills, and or creams. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. There are 4 main reasons you're breaking out along your jawline after stopping the birth control pill, so let's jump into them. The first main reason you're breaking out along your jawline post birth control is you have an excess of hair follicles here that are highly sensitive to hormonal shifts. Here's what I mean by this. When you are dealing with hormonal shifts, sebum levels at the pore are really impacted, okay? You really need 4 conditions at your pore to break out. You need number 1, too many skin cells. Number 2, you have too much oil at the pore. Number 3, skin cells don't slough off the way they should. And number 4, P. acnes, the bacteria, gets into these pores and a breakout forms, okay? Now, so to rewind back to reason number 1, sebum levels are incredibly important when you're dealing with acne. And when you go off the birth control pill, you are more likely to have fluctuating levels of sebum, so oil, and or increasing levels of oil, which brings us to reason number 2 you're breaking out along your jawline after the birth control pill, and that is there is an androgen rebound happening. So androgens, sex hormones, things like testosterone, when you're on the birth control pill, those are naturally going to be lower. They're a little suppressed, particularly testosterone is a little suppressed, like your testosterone levels will be suppressed when you're on the hormonal birth control pill because you're taking estrogen, right? And so what happens is, let me know if this is you in the comments. A lot of times people will go on the pill, it'll help their acne, and then they'll stop the pill and their skin will actually be good for 1 to 3 months. Does that sound familiar? Comment below if that sounds familiar. And the reason it's okay for 1 to 3 months is because your testosterone levels still haven't kind of risen to pre-pill levels, but then around 3, 6, 8, 9 months is most of the time when people come to find me because suddenly they're like, well, I got off the pill 3 months ago, things were fine at first, and now I have a ton of jawline acne. And what's happened is their testosterone levels have risen. Their androgen levels have increased up, like creeped up a little bit month by month, and it's increased sebum levels at the pore. There are the other conditions at the pore for them to break out, and then acne forms. The third reason you may be dealing with jawline acne along your jawline after the birth control pill is because of gut health challenges as a result of taking the birth control pill for an extended period of time. There have been quite a few studies I will link below about gut health and nutritional deficiencies and gut dysbiosis as it relates to birth control pill use. So basically, when you're on the pill long term, I have so many videos about this. Here's a gut health video for you here. What is happening in your gut is gonna tell you a lot about what's happening in your skin. And if you're dealing with chronic constipation or chronic diarrhea or like really inconsistent gut health habits, okay? So some days you go in a lot, some days you don't go at all, right? When you're dealing, that's called gut dysbiosis. So it's kind of like just an overall imbalance of opportunistic versus beneficial bacteria. When you're dealing with that consistently, what happens is it kind of creates this cascade of events. And when you are on the birth control pill, you are more likely to experience gut dysbiosis and kind of an imbalance in gut health bacteria, or rather in your gut bacteria. Gut bacteria is really, really important. We actually have 3 pounds of bacteria from here to the upper end, you know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, this bacteria it keeps us alive. Sometimes we have amazing bacteria that will recognize viruses or recognize bad things that get into our stomach, it'll kill it and it'll get rid of it, right? I'm being very general here. But that's what happens when we have a really good balance of gut bacteria. When you're on the pill, you can sometimes have an increase in the wrong type of bacteria. It's called opportunistic bacteria. which can then lead to leaky gut. And what leaky gut really is, it's just an irritation of the stomach lining, the lining of perhaps your colon or your small intestine, and it prevents the correct absorption of nutrients. So you aren't able to absorb all of the nutrients from your food, and as a result, you'll experience nutritional deficiencies in common vitamins like magnesium, vitamin B, vitamins A, and zinc, all of which lead to clearer skin. All of those things that I just mentioned are really anti-inflammatory, and also like they support the immune response. Some of the reason we have acne is linked to kind of an immune inflammation response. And so when you're on the pill long term, I'm gonna wrap it up, I'm gonna bring it all together. When you're on the pill long term, what happens is you can experience gut dysbiosis, which can lead to intestinal permeability, which can lead to nutrient deficiencies, which can further support, unfortunately, the kind of increase in acne at the pore level. The fourth reason you're experiencing jawline acne post a birth control pill is actually kind of simple. And it's not an inside out problem, it's an outside in. And that is that you are being highly reactive, understandably. But you're being highly reactive topically. So you're buying a bunch of different products, you're trying them all for like a few weeks. Things aren't getting better, maybe they're getting worse. And then you're like, screw this, because you're really frustrated, acne is really annoying, and then you're buying a whole new routine. And then that repeats like 6 to 8 times a year. Let me know if that sounds like you in the comments. That definitely was me. I will tell you, I tried every possible thing in the drugstore. I don't think there was a product I didn't try. And I do think there are certain topical products that can support you, but I will tell you, the simpler your routine is, the better, number one. And the more you change things up topically, the more challenge you are going to experience. You really need a gentle cleanser at night, a moisturizer, a spot treatment, and then a moisturizer in the morning and sunscreen. Literally, it's that simple. I have a whole skincare routine here to kind of check into, and I share my favorite products, but really simple is better. And the more you change your topical products, especially around like for this area, the worse things are gonna be. The fifth reason you have acne post-birth control pill is that you didn't kind of address the stuff that I just mentioned before going off the pill. Obviously, you can't taper off a pill like the birth control pill. I'm not a doctor, always check in with them first about any pill usage or any medicines that you're using. But certain medicines, you can kind of lower your dosage to come off them. The birth control pill doesn't really work like that. But preparing your body prior is really important. I'd say most clients come to me a few months before or about 8 to 9 months after they've come off the pill and their skin is already really inflamed and grumpy. So if you're considering going off the pill, that it is the best time to prepare before going off than like 6 to 9 months down the road, like the whole like cross our fingers, it doesn't often work. So 4 action steps you can take, or kind of 4 thematic action steps you can take to address kind of clear skin post the birth control pill in a really simple way are number 1, a gut health action plan. So healthy probiotics. I really like any probiotics with 10 billion organisms or more, Lactobacillus acidophilus, bifidobacterium, and making sure you're having a ton of fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha daily to support the overall health of your gut and really good gut bacteria diversity. Really the goal, you don't want to eat the same foods every day. You want a variety of fruits and vegetables to really nourish all the different types of healthy bacteria. Action step number 2 is to follow and lean towards a lower glycemic diet. I did not say don't eat sugar. Okay, I want you to eat the cookie and I want you to eat the donut. But a lower glycemic diet is going to generally lower inflammation at the pore level, which is exactly what you need when you're dealing with jawline acne. I see almost an immediate response in my clients when we move from a really high glycemic diet to a lower glycemic diet. And so what that looks like is, let's say on a normal day, they have a bagel with cream cheese, orange juice for breakfast, they have pasta or pizza for lunch, pasta or pizza for dinner. That's like kind of a normal day with some dessert in there. Everything I just mentioned has a high amount of sugar, like high. Even a bagel doesn't seem like, oh, it has a ton of sugar, but it's a really, really, really simple carbohydrate and it gets processed immediately like sugar in your body. When we move clients from that to something like eggs, avocado, berries for breakfast, for lunch, a really great salad with a bunch of fruits and vegetables, lentils and chicken. Then for dinner, salmon, sweet potato French fries, and Brussels sprouts, In 2 weeks, their jawline acne has improved so significantly. So don't underestimate the power of just moving to a lower glycemic diet. The third action step you can take to start to support clear skin post the birth control pill is to support liver detoxification. Again, always check any supplements or any herbal action steps through your doctor, because I am not one. But some really good liver detoxification herbs are milk thistle and dandelion. I really love dandelion tea. It's an herbal cholagogue and it supports bile flow from the liver. So what it's going to do is just support a detoxification out of excess hormones like testosterone and estrogen that you may not need. But again, always check with your doctor, because I am not one. And the last action step you could take is to apply to my acne clearing program, the Clear Code. If you've recently come off the birth control pill and you just know that acne is coming for you and you don't understand how to fix it, you don't know what your unique root acne triggers are, and the thought of putting together a plan is super overwhelming to you because there's so much information on the internet, I get it. Apply to my natural acne clearing program, the Clear Code, via the link below. We define your root acne triggers. We put a really specific plan in place to heal your acne naturally week over week. And then at the very end of the program, once your skin is clear, we create your Clear Code, which becomes your clear skin lifestyle plan, really designed to keep your skin clear beyond the program. So if you're interested in learning more, I would love to see if we could help you. Apply to that via the link below. Also, if you're interested in learning more about your root acne triggers, we have a Root Acne Triggers Masterclass. Again, the link is below, and it helps you define your root acne triggers. We go over the 7 main root acne triggers. Plus, we define 9 action steps you can take to start to heal your acne naturally. So check that out below. If you like this video, type yes below, and/or if you know someone struggling with acne, if your daughter, mother, sister, cousin, friend is dealing with acne and they really need some extra support and they know there's a deeper root issue, please send them this video. I would love to support them, and I would love to be this kind of like spark for them when it comes to natural acne healing. See you in the next one.